Hey everybody, my name is Alana Trepler, and this is the ATD Show. Today in the studio, I am joined by Meredith Middlestat with Tigerlilli Resources. How are you today?
Absolutely amazing. Thank you. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to have you here at the studio. Thanks for coming in.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Right on. So, all right, let's get right to it. Tell me about Tigerlilli Resources.
Yes, we are a nonprofit ministry here in St. Louis, Missouri. Our main focus is to reach women and teens that have been sexually exploited or trafficked and act as first responders for them.
How does it work?
There's a couple different focuses that we have. We do a street focus, internet, and then we also do the massage spas, which are known as their brothels. And they're here predominantly in the county areas. But right now, our first outreach is down in the city. We're in North City.
In St. Louis?
Yes. Mm-hmm. We're on Martin Luther King and Hodemont, which is actually one of the most dangerous intersections in the country. St. Louis.
In St. Louis?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow.
St. Louis is ranked highest for murder rate. And the intersection that we are at, that is one of the most... highest rate. That is the highest rate in our country, right where we are. There's numerous girls that are prostituted and trafficked in that area, and we host weekly lunches with them. We open our doors up every Wednesday from 2 to 4, and it's word of mouth. In that community, word travels fast, but the reception is slow because there's a lot of distrust in the area. So we open it up to any woman in the community, and it's been amazing to watch. We started that in November, and it grows every week, but it's very, you can never really count. 1 week we might have 1 girl, 1 week we'll have 6 girls, then we'll be back to 2, then it'll be 5.
And these are girls that come to you voluntarily to get out of whatever situation that they're in.
Yeah. Yes, and we're seeing kind of a split demographic of the women who come. So we've got one demographic that is women in the community that might be single moms that live in the community, whether it's an apartment or a shelter or something like that. And then the other spectrum is women who are out on the streets, who are addicted, who are selling themselves. So to watch that blend of women is amazing, because we've got the women who are the single moms that actually used to look through or look past those women, and now they're understanding who they are and what's happening, and now they're looking for them.
Wow.
It's amazing. So we've watched these women go from total strangers to grow into supporters of each other, and now they're turning into sisters. And it's amazing. It's life-changing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how would a woman who is in a traffic or a captive situation like that, how would they go about? Do they just go to the location, or how can they get the help that they need? What if it's a dangerous situation? Right. How does that work?
That's why it's a slow process. So every week after our lunches, when we'll always have food left over. So we'll box up food and we take it out to the street to the girls. And we go down the main areas where they stand on post or where they're walking on the track, and we give them food and we give them an invitation. So that's why it's slow. So it's building up the trust. Not always can they get away. They always have somebody watching them, or they have somebody to report back to, so they can't be gone for too long. So it's a circumstance where it just has to align just right that they can come at the time that we're there. We are getting ready to expand, though. Right now we're just in one room in this building. We're getting ready to go to the whole upstairs. So we'll be able to be there longer and more often.
Okay.
So the girls will have more opportunity to come to us.
Okay. Wow. I have so many questions. I don't know if we have enough time to go through everything. Yeah. So tell me about, so you've been doing this since November, or when did you start this?
We started that outreach in November. We started, the Scarlet Line is our trafficking outreach and exploitation outreach. We started that in March of 2017. So we've been doing that for a little while, and it's kind of taken on just various different facets of it, just because that's the nature of that world. We started out with getting referrals from police departments. If they would either arrest a girl or a girl would call for help, they would call us, and then we can come in and sit with the girl face to face and start giving her freedom to make choices of what's next. So
Okay.
putting that choice back in her hands, and they've been ripped of their choice for so long.
Right.
So we give them options of just different healing homes that they can go to, whether they're in the area. Most of them are out of the area, and we recommend for that to be out of the area, just to get them completely out of the element, give them time away from that life, and just breathe and recenter and start healing. But since then, it's changed so much. And in May, we went down to North City looking for a woman. She was 28 years old, missing mom, from O'Fallon area.
Wow.
And she was known to be down in the North City area. And we went down and looked for her. And we went about 8 to 10 weeks, and finally we did find her. However, the people that she was with, they moved her out of state. So we weren't able to get her out yet. But being in that area opened our eyes to how many other women are just being blatantly exploited. There was at least 16 women in one street that was out selling themselves.
Man.
And people watching them.
So do you offer that an intervention type service?
Absolutely, we do. Yes, because I was that single mom. I was in a place where, I was like, well, God gave it to me. I might as well put it to work. I'm about to be homeless. I cannot let my son be homeless. So I have to do what I have to do. Oh. And I walked myself into it, knowing what I was walking into, but I felt like I didn't have any other choice. It was the most terrifying time of my life. And I prayed harder than I've ever prayed in my entire life. And then one day it just broke. I guess the fear inside of me got to be too much, and I didn't want to do it anymore. And there was an opportunity that I had to do a part-time, daytime bartending job. And it wasn't much. It was like 2 days a week, but I was like, well, that gives me something, then I can leave this.
Right.
And then that was my opportunity to leave. And from there, then life just started getting better. And never in a million years did I think that my story would be this.
Right.
And that I would be doing this.
Right.
It was always my secret. And nobody knew that I lived through it. And I lived through it. Nobody needed to know it was done.
Right.
And no, that's not the case. So that was like training ground. I got to see the ugly in that world, so I can help these girls get out of it.
Yeah. So no matter what, now you've shared your story, and now anybody will know now that you experienced it, so they know that they can trust you
Mm-hmm.
to be the one to help them get out.
Mm-hmm. Walls come down pretty quick when they know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And it was extremely freeing to be able to tell my story, to not have to keep that secret. That was a very heavy secret to carry.
Imagine.
And the ladies that I work with, there's a lot of anonymity in it. Like, some people are like, oh, we don't show faces, we don't tell names. And I kind of encourage my girls to, this is your story.
Yeah.
This is your life. You lived it and you're alive for it. Don't be ashamed of it. Don't carry shame anymore.
Yeah.
People.
Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what other services do you offer? So you offer, obviously, to help them get out of a situation,
Mm-hmm.
but after you get them out, then what happens? Where do they go from there?
Depending on their level of severity. The area that we're in right now, there's a lot of heroin addiction. So, bad, very ugly. We see the girls and they're very dope sick. So immediately they really need to be in medical detox. So we'll get them to a hospital that can accommodate that. It's about 3 to 7 days depending on their level. And then that gives us time to then sort through different options for them, as far as if they need to go into a further recovery home or if they need to go to more of a trauma-centered home. Just depends on their age and what their likes are. So again, they get the choice of where they go to, but we give them the options, and then we just help them navigate how to get out of it, because if they had to do it on their own, they never would, and it would go back. It's too hard. There's too many things to look up. There's too many phone calls to make. There's too many notes to take. They don't have the capacity to handle that.
Sure.
So we help them walk through that. And then we also, we're at the very beginning piece of their journey, of their recovery. So we're with them for years. I still talk to our first girls that we help. We still talk, and it's awesome to watch their lives blossom into life,
Yeah.
And we have another side of our services that's called Men of Valor, disrupting the demand and changing the hearts of men. So this whole aspect of trafficking and the, again, hypersexual, society that we live in, it stems from pornography. So we take a stance on, look, real men know how to treat women. They value them. They take the role of the protector, So we look for men in the community that are bold enough to stand up and say, not with our women, not in our town, not on our watch. And they emulate what a man of valor looks like. And then on the flip side, men that actually do go and purchase these women, we offer them healing also, because whole people don't do that to people. They're
Right.
hurting also, so we offer them, they're out,
Right.
they're healing, without shame on them, and, offer them the opportunity to turn their lives around.
That's incredible. So you guys go from both sides.
Yeah. If we don't disrupt the demand, there's always going to be a need for more girls. We have to go after the guys.
Yeah. And help them.
Yeah.
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so so you guys have a very special event coming up.
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Tell me
Yes.
what you have, what's going on.
So May 17th at the St. Charles Art Foundry on Main Street in St. Charles, Smooth Criminal. It is not a victimless crime is the name of it. So off of Michael Jackson's Smooth Criminal, our tagline is, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Yeah.
So tickets are going to go on sale March 17th, $50. It'll include dinner, drinks, music, silent auction, live auction, raffle items, themed. So it's going to be very speakeasy and like Great Gatsby kind of style. So
fun.
you get to dress up and, do something fun and different. It's going to be a good time. And we've got a goal to help raise funds. We've got a mobile unit that we own that we're trying to get up from. It's down at Osage Beach right now in a mechanic. And we could have used her name is Scarlett. We could have used her 4 different times, but because she's at the mechanic, we couldn't. So we'll be using her for like emergency extractions, emergency housing if need be. It can sleep 2 girls. We can do medical assessments on there, psych evaluations, substance abuse counseling, things like that. So that's to help raise funds for that and also help us grow into our upper level at the center.
Okay, wonderful. Now, if I wanted to register to go to the gala and to donate or sponsor or any of those things, where would I go? How do I find out how I can help?
Go onto our website. So tigerlillyresources.org, and Tigerlilli is spelled not like the flower. It's TIGERLILI resources.org. And the LILI is on purpose because it is tiger. We are tigers, hear us roar. LILI stands for live it, love it, life. So little story behind that. So but you can go there, you can donate on any Givelify button. The link to purchase the tickets will be coming live on March 17th, but we do have we're in need of sponsorships still. We have a couple that have registered already, but we do need a few more to make it a great success.
Okay, and can I sign up for a sponsorship, or do I just get a hold of you through the website?
Both.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can sign up right on the website, or you can email me, you can call me, you can send me a picture. I don't care. However you need to. We'll make it happen.
Any way possible.
Yes.
There you go. And you're also on social media.
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. So that they can find you through the Facebook and any of those media resources.
Yes. And Facebook we're most active on. We post our day-to-day updates on that, a lot of videos of what's happening, of needs that we have, of success stories, of tragedies that are going on. That's just our newsfeed right there, basically, and our websites are nuts and bolts. So.
Okay. All right. So let's end on a happy note.
Yes.
Can you share your latest success story? Or share a success story?
Yes, actually. Okay, so one of our girls from our lunches, I met her just before Christmas. She came in 1 week. I didn't see her for 2 weeks. She came back in another week, and she says, Meredith, I need help. I need off the streets. I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. So I said, okay. So she was also a crack addict, and she now has her own studio apartment. She has been clean for 2.5 months, and she's going to be going to the Goodwill program to get her high school diploma. And she has a goal that she wants to go back to school to be a nurse.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, come on.
Oh, that's so incredible.
We're going to encourage her the entire way and just keep supporting her. She still comes to lunches. She doesn't miss. And she's doing really good.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That is amazing. I am so happy to hear that. And it's so great to have you on the show and to learn about Tigerlilli resources and just the incredible impact you're making on the community. Holy cow. And helping these people, these men and women, or helping the women and the men to get out of this craziness of what's happening.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show, and we are going to promote this and make sure we have as much awareness in the community as we possibly can, and share this with the world.
Thank you.
This is important.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
we have a lot of work to do.
Well, let's get started.
Let's get it done. Thank you.
Live it, love it, right?
Yes, to the fullest.
Yeah. My name is Alana Trepler with the ATD show, here saying goodbye to Meredith Middlestat with Tigerlilli Resources.